Hey everybody, it's Dr. Tucker at Tucker Wellness Center. We're doing the first video on the longevity series of 3 videos. The first one is moving and exercise, right? We're not moving enough. Most of us are sitting around way too much, messing around on our phone, right? When we should be moving. I'll tell you a personal story that really got me going over the last 6 months. I found a book called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, and it made me feel like an absolute quitter. So on December 7th last year, I started working out every day. I've only missed 3 so far, but every day for 196, that's today. I get up and I do something that's kind of tough because I want to push myself. It's really changed my body. It showed me some weak points in my body. But the main thing I'm doing is I'm training my mind to say, we're working out every day. It's just discipline. So I find when you do these things, and Goggins talks about it in his book, he doesn't want to be an inspiration because inspiration fades, right? We got to find a motive. The motivation for working out for me, my motive is I don't want to die before I'm dead. I want to keep that explosive power, and I want to be able to use all parts of my body until I die. So I work out every day to push myself. First thing. And you don't have to do that every day, you know, but you should be moving probably a lot more than what you are. You should probably push yourself a little bit. So I started out simple, like doing a few burpees. Burpees, I used to hate them, and now I own them because I did them every day for about a month and a half, at least 100 of them, until they're nothing. They don't bother me at all anymore, but most people hate burpees. It's a fantastic exercise. Anyone can do them. If you can stand up, and if you can get down in a plank position and stand back up, you can do a burpee. You can do a few push-ups. I heard a podcast recently about a really successful guy. He got in shape by doing 1 push-up every night before he goes to bed. Right beside the bed. Doesn't matter where he is, on the road, what time it is, how late it is, he does a push-up. And I was thinking, how do you get from not in shape to shape with 1 push-up? It's all in your mind. Nobody's going to lay down and do 1 push-up after you do it 5 or 6 days in a row. You're going to want to see, can I do 2? Can I do 5? How many can I do before I get back in bed? You know, it just really drives you. So you're looking for that little spark in your brain to do a little bit more. I started out doing little burpees and push-ups and jumping jacks, and I remember how weak I felt when I first started, you know, and you don't have to do it all at one time. I do it first thing in the morning now. I get up, drink a little coffee, and then I argue with myself. Not so much as I used to, but I argue with myself, you know, you're really sore, you've been working out every day, everything hurts. Shut up and get on the floor and do some burpees. And the other side, well, you know, your legs are really hurt. Maybe those people that say you shouldn't work out every day, right? You gotta let your muscles breathe a little bit, right? Shut up and do more. The more you cry, the more we're gonna do, all right? So I had this argument with myself. Again, not so much anymore because I've been doing it for 6 months, but it's there, it's in your brain, and it takes that discipline to push it a little bit further. How much can you do today, right? So that's what I'm gonna ask you to do, is find that motive, your motivation for why would you want to exercise? You want to get that longevity. You want to get every piece of yourself out before you die, right? You don't want to have to have somebody push you around in a wheelchair or limp around. And if you do have joint problems and you can't work out, which most people can work out some. Come on, if you can walk to the refrigerator, you can work out something. But if you got joint problems that are slowing you down, why aren't you in here getting your spine checked? Why aren't you going to your chiropractor and getting your spine checked? See, is it really a joint problem? Is it a bone putting pressure on a nerve? Is it a muscle that's spasming constantly so one side doesn't move like the other? What are you doing about it? You got a bad shoulder? Why don't you get yourself a pull-up bar and hang every day? I read a post on YouTube from some PTs. That's a great resource, by the way, YouTube. There's a lot of good PT channels. My favorite is Athlean X, AthleanX. He does great videos on all different parts of the body. I looked at some that helped me fix my shoulder. When I was starting to work out a lot, my shoulder started saying, hey, you got a problem here. And I didn't realize until I really started pushing. So I was able to fix my shoulder in just a few weeks, got all the pain out of it by doing some simple exercises I found on his website. Another one for joint stuff, I found a guy called Ben Patrick. He's called the knees over toes guy. And he had 3 knee surgeries and still fixed his knees, and they're unbelievable. The stuff he's done. He went from a 19-inch vertical to a 41 or 42-inch vertical. And he's in his mid-30s, I think. I'm not sure about that. But if you got joint problems, there's people out there that know how to fix them. get after it. Get on YouTube, look up Athlean X, look up knees over toes guy. Find some stretching exercise. We see a lot of psoas muscle problems. People are walking around like this all the time. Their back is spasm. They're not moving well and it hurts to exercise. So start small. You don't have to do it all first thing in the morning. You can do a few push-ups in the morning, maybe a few jumping jacks in the evening, but get moving, right? Some sort of exercise, some sort of movement to make that body work. The second thing we're going to talk about is blood sugar. And remember, exercise also helps get glucose into the cells in the absence of insulin. So if you're insulin resistant, you do your blood work, and when you're fasting, your blood sugar is still a little high. It shouldn't even be there. There should be no food in your gut when you're fasting, right? But if blood sugar is high, they're probably insulin resistant. So squatting, leg presses, is the #1 exercise for shoving glucose into the cell without insulin. The second thing is bench press or chest press. You can actually shove glucose into the cell. So exercise helps bring blood sugar down. And everybody knows when the blood sugar is high, cortisol is high, we tend to lay down that mid-body fat and we hurt. So get that blood sugar under control. That's going to be video #2. So I don't want to hear the excuses about not working out. If something hurts too bad to work out, let's figure it out. Let's figure out why. There's lots of good adjustments, stretches, physical therapy. I had a guy that came in a couple months ago, and almost every problem I get success with. This guy comes in with an MRI after we looked at his shoulder. Tear. 2 muscle tears in his shoulder after getting a massage. I'm like, there's no way the massage did that. Something else is going on. So I had to tell him, look, you got to find a surgeon. There's nothing I can do for it. And that's a good excuse not to work out with that right shoulder. But you still got legs. You can move your legs. So do something. If you can walk to the refrigerator, you can walk to the refrigerator twice. Do something to get going. Go as fast as you can, slow as you have to. All right? So look for the second video. Look up burpees if you don't know what a burpee is. Everybody knows what jumping jacks are. Look for the second video for blood sugar. All right? I hope this helps. I hope this reminds you to find that motive for why would you want to work out? Why would you want to sustain yourself over the years? All right? Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great day.